Hey, buddy, Katie here. My head hurts, but my hair feels like so much thinner and nice. Just so you know. Thought you'd like to know that. No, no, I didn't think you would. Okay, I wanted to make, I guess, like one last vlog for the weekend. I really want to stop doing these kind of vlogs where I just talk to the camera for 8 minutes straight. I want to start doing the ones that take editing, and I did post one of those, I believe, Friday, and for some reason that video, like, I asked you guys to put some recommendations for themes and questions and stuff in the comments, but all you guys were, well, I'm not saying all of you guys, but some people were pretty much, like, the majority of people were worried about what I was wearing and then singing. Like, I didn't get hate comments on that video, but I got some, like, just rude comments. Like, I don't know, it was odd. And I don't really mind that. It's just that I really, really am gonna start doing more of those kind of jump cut vlogs, and I can't do them unless I have ideas. So I need your guys' ideas. So if you can, just leave some below on this video because there were a few recommendations and I guess some comments on that video that I will take into consideration, but otherwise I don't think people really realize what I was trying to ask you guys for in the video. So this is going to be one of the last vlogs that I do like this. I mean, unless I have an update or something, and it's kind of sad. I know it might not be the last one. I mean, no, it's not the last one ever, but these kind of vlogs where I just sit here and talk to the camera, like, I'm afraid it's just, it's getting kind of boring. And I know some of you guys like it, but unless I actually have something to talk about, then it's just boring, you know? Sometimes I would come home from school last year and just make a vlog about nothing. I don't know. Like every single day, and I'm sure I got on people's nerves. I'm really tired right now, so I'm gonna go for a run. But for the last vlog, I just wanted to kind of discuss the 10th anniversary of 9/11. I posted a video yesterday, and I'll explain that a little bit for you. Basically, if there's a situation in which I feel the need to maybe film, like if there's like a funny, I don't know, like if I have my cell phone with me and I feel the need to film something real quickly that's maybe funny or sad, I don't know, then I usually film it on my camera from my phone, and my phone doesn't have a very good camera, I know that. The actual picture taking quality of that phone is amazing, it autofocuses and everything. But of course, the video quality isn't too good. But I was downtown St. Louis yesterday, and there was a firefighter convention going on, and also 9/11 remembrance parade ceremony. So it sounded like, okay, we were driving through downtown St. Louis, and you could hear all these sirens, and that's all you heard was sirens, sirens, sirens. And I kind of sat there and imagined what it would be like to have been there in New York at 8 um, in the morning when the World Trade Centers were attacked, and to have heard all those sirens and all the chaos, to be in the middle of that. So I just wanted to kind of discuss. Anyway, so I posted that video yesterday because it just kind of like hit me. It's been 10 years, guys, and if you don't live in America and you don't understand what 9/11 is, then maybe I can explain it to you. And if you do live in America and you don't understand it either because maybe you were too young. I mean, I was young too, but I've grown to learn why it's such an important date in our history of America. So basically, what happened, give you a brief rundown, is on 8:35 in the morning on September 11, 2001, there were four hijacked planes. Two planes went to New York, and um, one hit the first World Trade Center tower. There's these tall towers, and one hit it at 8:35 in the morning. I don't know the approximate times, but I know a little while later the second tower was hit. So many people just stood there and videotaped and got all this footage. And it's amazing. If you just look up footage, you could see pictures of people waving flags, waving stuff outside the burning windows and people jumping out of the towers. Just a horrible, horrible sight. And basically, over or almost 3,000 people died that day. 400 of those people were there to save others' lives, so firefighters and paramedics and all those kinds of people. And then there was also a heroic situation on on one of the airplanes that was taken over. All the people attacked the terrorist that was on the plane, and instead of the plane crashing into a building and killing lots of people, the the people on the plane were able to crash it into the ground, and they all died. But it was only them dying, and it wasn't other innocent people. So that was one story. And then another plane crashed into the Pentagon. So there was 4 planes total that were hijacked. And I think the reason that today is such a important day is because it's the 10th anniversary. So it has been 10 years. And that means we've been in war for almost 10 years. And also, you can compare it to our generation's, this is our generation's Pearl Harbor, if you think about it. This is our generation's Pearl Harbor. So when you were sitting in that classroom or you were at home when that happened, and you have your own story of your remembrance of that day. And my story is very simple. I was 6 years old in first grade, and I don't remember much. I think my teacher was crying. I don't really remember anything. I just remember coming home and finding my mom crying because she was watching TV, and that's all I remember because I was young too. And a lot of you guys, I'm sure, weren't even born yet. Maybe, I don't know. My sister doesn't understand what it is either. I had to explain it to her yesterday. But, okay, 7 minutes talking in like a monotone voice. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to kind of create one last little video to, I guess, share with you guys my thoughts on 9/11. And I think the most important thing about 9/11 is not to be sad or depressed about it. It's to honor those who died and pray for the families who lost loved ones, and also to remember how united we were in that time, how close we were as a country than we had ever been before. Because for that month, September 2001, we were the perfect country. There was no, everybody was very united like a family. There was no meanness, and it was just very happy. Everybody was there for each other. And for that whole month, that's just what took place, because we all, as Americans, united, and there's a lot of, national pride. And I think that's important to remember on this day, that we need to band together as America again and remember who we are as human beings. And so, for those of you who maybe don't understand 9/11 and the importance of it, maybe you think you were too young. Oh, I'm too young. Who cares? I don't care about those people who died. Just think about those families that lost loved ones. Those families that had to watch or hear their loved ones die over the last moments on the phone calls. And just if you look up audio files like from 9/11 on YouTube, you can hear people's last words to the families from phone calls, from all kinds of stuff, and it's just really, really sad. So before you go off and say, oh, why are all those people updating their Facebook statuses about 9/11? Who cares? It's over. Go on and move on with your lives. Just remember how important of a day it was in our history as Americans, because it is what led us to where we are today. It changed us forever. You can claim that you weren't affected by it, but you were. It's the reason we're in war now. It's the reason that Americans are hated. I mean, there's reasons why we're hated, but I don't know where I'm going with this. I just know that it affected every single one of you. Even if you didn't lose a family member, it affected you in some way. You just got to realize that, because we're all Americans, we're all together, and I think the most important thing today is just to remember those who died. And Remember the heroes. Never forget. Don't you dare try to forget. We must never forget 9/11. Thank you all for watching, and please tell me below your story about 9/11, where you were when that happened, and also give me some recommendations for vlogs this coming up week. I'm going to make one, I think, if I have time. So, yeah, bye everybody.